Good morning, everybody, or afternoon in our case. Welcome back to the Alabama Bee Girlz and Dad. Today, it's Memorial Day weekend, so most people take and go to the beach or to the lake, but we've got stuff to get done. Whatty? So today, we're going to take and stake our tomatoes so that we can be able to run the tiller down between them as we need to. I've already made one pass with it while I've been working on it, and I'm going to show you all the new stakes that we're going to use. I think they'll work real well with the new technique that I'm going to use, this Florida weave. And but let's go get some posts in the ground right now, and then we'll get those stakes in. So let's go. Let's go.
Okay, I can work on the Ranger now.
You're going to work on the Ranger? Okay. Well, I'm going to put these posts in.
Okay. Here's the witch stake.
Okay. You work on it. Now, I got to try to miss our drip tape. I covered it up fairly well. But what I'm going to do is I can see where the ground is cracked. So we're going to put this in. I do have a post driver, but I don't have it here, so. Alright, so that's in the ground, I think good enough. So we'll take and put one in the middle and one on the other end, and then we'll put in our, I'll tell you all about our posts that are going to go in between the tomatoes and where I got them, what they're made out of and everything. So let me get these other posts put in. Are you going to get it fixed? Is it going to run? It is? Okay. So what we have here is I've used these for a couple of years. They're a garden trellis spike, whatever you want to call them, but they're 48 inches long, and they have a point on one end, a cap on the other. But the thing that makes them most interesting is they're a steel rod or a steel tube that's coated with a plastic. And that plastic has these little knobs on it. And that's what's going to help hold our string to our post. I picked these up at our local Tractor Supply the other day, and I figured these would be the best bet to hold our tomatoes up in the correct way. So what I'm going to do is go down through here, and I'm going to put these in about every other tomato so that we can tie our string off to that as we do our Florida weave. Alright, so now we've gotten our, I still got one left, but we've gotten our intermediate strings or post in. So I'll get this ready to go there. Yep, there we go. So I'm going to put this on my belt, and then we're going to tie it off, and using my piece of PVC conduit here, or actually that's a Rainbird extension, sprinkler extension, we're going to weave down through there and get our plants pulled up where they need to be. Granted, probably should have done this, you know, a couple weeks ago, but I just got the string in this week, and so we're going to try to pull them up where they need to be, even though they're already kind of laying over. So, but let's get started. So first of all, we're going to get this started down through here. And I'm going to take that leftover rod and, keeping some pressure down, push it out the other end. So now we take this and very simply tie a slip knot on this one. All right, let's give her a try. Today is Memorial Day. And a lot of people go, hey, we get a day off. Yay, I don't have to go to work. But to a lot of people, it's a lot different. There's a lot of memories, a lot of people that died to give us the right to have our freedom, to live in this country, to be able to enjoy the days that we have, to enjoy our freedom. And I just want to say, we remember you. We remember the sacrifices that your families have made. And we thank you. Because without you, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't live in this free country. So, even though it's a day off and we get to have fun and we're going to go do a little work with harvesting our potatoes today, the thing is, it's not about that. It's about the men and women that died to give us our freedom here in this country. So today, we remember you. Alright, so we're going to go and dig up our potatoes today. Sorry, I'm not going to do it by hand. We have a middle buster for our tractor, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to disconnect the tiller and I'm going to put the middle buster on, and we're going to go take and dig up some potatoes. Actually, I think first I'm going to run the tiller through the garden because I'm sure Aubrie wants to plant her flowers. So I'm going to get that done first. But then we're going to put the middle buster on and go dig up some potatoes. So let's go. First thing we're going to do is we're going to come through here. We're going to pull up all of our potato vines, get those out of the way before we come through with the middle buster and knock all of them out. So let me get to that. I'm sure there'll be some potatoes that'll come up with the vine. So I got my bucket sitting over here ready to go. I need to get Aubrie and Rylie out here to help though, but they're too busy sitting inside in the air conditioning. So we're going to get started. Maybe they'll come join us. See, so there's an example that's got ants on it. These little bitty potatoes, but we'll see what we get here. So now we're getting into some bigger ones. And there's one of those big, huge tillage radishes. That'll get composted here in a little while. There's kind of an odd one. It's also almost wrinkly. You can see what's left from the potato where we planted it too. So there's more left over from the potato that we planted. Here's quite a few that had made it to the top. Now, if they make it to the top, it's not such a big deal. We didn't have time to hill it. But you can see it's green. Well, it's still edible, but from what we've read, it'd probably give you a tummy ache. But it will, you can eat it, but we're not going to. So let me see, there's another one. Here's a good example. See, there's the potato that we planted, and you can see where the eye came off, and there's probably more potatoes down in there, but that's just what was left. That's a nice one right there. And I'm throwing these out of the garden just to make sure we don't have any pest problems that persist. So, as you can see, a bunch of them came out, some of them did not. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch out my top link to a category 1, and we're going to run it through here again. But we got to get all the potatoes up first.
Look how big this one is!
That's a good size one. There, on this one right here. Kick the dirt around. Rylie, right here behind you. Yeah. There's one, there's one.
Yeah, I found a wiggly worm. Oh, here's a titsy tatsy baby one.
Yep. Those are good stew potatoes. Yep. Put in stew. Here. There, right. It's out. Get it. Come on, you can reach that. Yep. Look, right there's one. Right there. Look, right there's one too. Because that thing didn't go low enough. So I'm gonna switch out the top link and go back through.
Well, I ain't going back in the sun. I'm going to go out there in the shade.
We're going to shade.
There's someone. Hand.
It's called hair. Don't see nothing.
Hey, look how many I got. There's some little boo.
Maybe a bee.
Ah, get it out. I want it in my hair.
Come here. It is a bee.
I don't want to be in my hair.
getting her out. Oh, there you go. All right, she's gone.
I don't care if a bee's on me, but I don't want it in my hair.
She don't like me now. She don't like me now. Look, Rylie, there's some more right there.
Hey, get up.
That was a big one. And we cut it in half.
Which one?
That one. All right, you see any more?
There's these little ones that's cut in half.
Well, throw them in here. We'll sort through them. We'll stick those in our pot for today. Look, there's 2 more. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to change out this top link, which is a category 1, I believe. Doesn't say, but I believe that's a category 1. And we're going to put in a category 0 top link. And that's purely for this only, because it will allow me to get a higher angle of attack with the plow, which means it'll drive deeper and pull out more potatoes. Let's get this put in here. And it's not that the holes are small, it's just that this thing's down and I'd have to lift it up in order to get it to pop out far enough. So, as you can, I don't know if you can tell it or not from this view, but because of that, our angle of attack is very much higher. And we're going to continue to increase that angle of attack to drive this thing in further by rotating this around our top link. And now you can kind of see how much angle of attack we've got there. So let's go give her another try. Kind of wrap things up. There's your potatoes. We ended up with probably about 30 to 40 pounds. Probably would have ended up with more if we would have had taken in the time and hilled the potatoes up. So thanks for coming by and watching the Alabama Bee Girlz and Dad. Glad you took a moment to take and get an update on our garden and what we're doing with picking potatoes this week, and our little bit of tribute to Memorial Day. We hope that you'll come back by later and continue to watch our videos. You know, maybe you like what we're doing, maybe you just think we're goofy. Who knows? But thanks for watching. And until next time, y'all be safe.